All right, let's move to the Adelaide Oval on your Saturday. It is the Port Adelaide Power taking on the Carlton Blues. Gee whiz, fellas. How is the fortunes of these teams coming into this one? Very interesting. It's a tale of two teams.
You know, you look at Port Adelaide and they're like Carlton's dream. I feel like they're like Carlton's dream because Port have brought in, like, well, Rockcliffe retired today, so
he did.
happy retirement, mate.
But
like players like Rockcliffe, even bringing in Theyre, like, I know Theyre wasn't actually like one of the big, like, come to us, but they've got Fantasia. They brought in all these players, recruited all these players, I should say, and they've actually played really well. Like, I didn't think Orazio would be anywhere near the level he'd be. Theyre, I respectfully, like one of my favourite players anyway. Like, we knew he was great, but now he's got a bit of mainstream. You kind of know what I mean? But then Carlton...
Burton, McKenzie.
Oh, like...
Keep it going.
Just, you list them, and these players are coming into Port, and they're playing well, and now Port are obviously top 4 side, playing great.
And you watch Jack Billings add to that next year.
What about Carlton?
Potentially.
What about Carlton? They bring in, and we don't have to say it every week, we do, but you think Williams... Like, I've touched this button more times in the season than Williams gets during any game. Who has ever seen me touch this button? Comment. You've never seen me touch it. Saad's come in, underwhelming. Like, all these players have come in, underwhelming. Like, think about it.
It's what they do.
Keep it going.
Think about it. It's what they do.
So, really, easy as. Port, 40 plus. Bang.
It was a very long, meandering way of getting to a point that I ultimately agree with. I do agree with what you're saying.
I'm going Port 40 plus as well. I mean, Carlton they just did what Carlton do. They lost to a shite team, played like shite in the process. Walsh has got that bung ankle now. They reckon he's going to be fine to play, but I mean, you know, is he?
He's the next Cripps. Are you all right? No, I'm not. All right, well, you're starting mid.
Yeah, not 19 pain injections and get out there. Harry McKay out. Harry McKay's out. We saw what happened a few weeks ago when Harry McKay didn't play. Terrible. Even worse than normal. And obviously they've had the bad news about Doherty as well, and that one is serious. Big rip. Doc.
Don't like that.
Big respect. Obviously, the advisors send our love and best wishes. So, look, they're just not going to be in a good place, I don't think, with news, especially with news like that, but with the injuries as well. So, Port 40 plus is probably the easiest tip of the round for me.
I'm strongly on board with that. It looks like Carlton have killed another coach. That's where it seems to be going, and that will be monstrously unfair because of the last 3 coaches that Carlton's had. I feel like this one deserves the least to be getting sacked from his position. Now, if you're angry, Carlton would be angry just in general, just due to the last 13 years that may have
Carlton
just
supporters would be, but I feel like if they were actually angry, they would make it like relevant changes, and they'd actually create some culture.
Well, this is the review. You know the review is supposedly, as you're saying, about the football department, not the coach. But I promise you, it's going to be the coach that cops it in the dick, and there might be 1 or 2 little underlings that just sort of scrape barnacles off of president's boats that go as well.
I don't actually think that. If you're that angry, then you get stuff done.
I'd be mad if I was a Carlton fan.
So would I. At the end of the day, like we haven't always been on Teague's side in this room. There's been times throughout the year, the last 2 years, where we've sort of been up and down with him. He absolutely deserves another go around at least. Look what happened to Hardwick. He was there 8 years before they did anything.
Thank you.
You need time. The state the club was in when he got there was absolute rabble.
The worst.
You know, they've made a lot of progress in 2 years. They've gone from being foot of the table to at least
competitive.
Oh, they should have. They should be
sniffing around finals, like you said. So just give them another year or two, and just it's because they're Victorian. Because it's a Victorian team, they want instant
the big
success.
4, one of the old 4, the old firm.
Got to give him time.
Yeah,
got to give him time.
Ali's going to feast. No McKay, as you said. The man's in ripping form. Carlton love a big bomb forward, and that's the end of that. Carlton 0-4 at Adelaide Oval as well. They've played 4 games there thus far against Port and Crows, lost all 4 of them.
So easiest tip of the round.
Something else to be angry about there. Port got anything to be angry about? I mean, their fans are constly angry, always angry.
No, Port are angry, and they even said this on the broadcast of the showdown that every time they play a top 4 side or a side of any premiership relevance, just Port are
the record
in the
gets
shadow,
busted out.
You know, Port are in the shadow, and Hinkley always brings it up. So, and I think that's a big thing going into September because
to me,
Hinkley bringing it up. Why would he does not need to bring that? He
don't feed into it.
That is in his head, and that's going to be in their head.
Well,
now.
not only that, but if you're getting angry about that, there's an easy solution. Win, a real easy solution.
Winning, win.
These guys, man, they've got it.
Win. That's all you have to do.
But so Port 40 plus all.
Port 40 plus all.
Actually, Port will be angry that they almost lost the showdown. Port will be angry that Adelaide Crows.
The only thing I'll say about that is right. Look at all the other contenders. What do they do on the weekend? They all lost.
Shafted the bed, as an answer.
And Port still managed to hold on. So
Yeah, but GWS and Essendon are a lot different to Adelaide.
oh, 100%.
Just to put it out there.